Hello everyone, I'm Flamsy, and Nintendo has just released another Pikmin 4 trailer. So in this video, we'll be doing an in-depth analysis of the trailer, as well as go over information from other various places. So let's get started.
This is the Intrep.
So first off, the planet looks completely different now. The design is much closer to Pikmin 2 than Pikmin 3. Also, this basically confirms my theory that Pangea Ultima in Pikmin 3 is not a retcon of how the planet looks in Pikmin 2, and that the frequent tectonic shifts mentioned in Pikmin 2 are why the continents changed so drastically between 2 and 3. I'm happy that the design change to Pangea Ultima in Pikmin 3 was worked into the lore, as stuff said by the ship in Pikmin 2 makes it a little weird if they just retconned how it looked in that game. Anyway, back to the trailer.
But explorer Captain Olimar. As fate would have it, he crash-landed on a mysterious planet.
Olimar is back, and he's stranded once again.
After receiving his distress signal, the Noble Rescue Corps set off to retrieve the stranded captain. And they also crashed. Well, that's unfortunate. 2 crash landings in a row.
Yeah, 2 crash landings in a row is quite the coincidence. It's pretty obvious that this is the mysterious force from Pikmin 3. Or maybe it's just the meteors that we saw outside of the planet's orbit in Pikmin 4's second trailer.
But there is a beacon of hope. It's you, the Rescue Corps' newest recruit who's risen to the occasion.
And we have a character creator, something that many people have wanted. I didn't exactly want a character creator, however, I am ecstatic about it now, as I've grown to enjoy the idea of creating my own character. We can see in the trailer that we can change things such as the character's body type, the character's face, their hair, their skin color, and even their name. That's all the information from the trailer, but there is still much more to talk about. First off, a survey given to a handful of people with Nintendo accounts calls the new nighttime mode Nighttime Missions, which could imply that instead of it always happening after the day ends, it only happens if the player chooses to. Also, the news article for Pikmin 4's new trailer on the Nintendo Switch News tab mentions fixing your ship, which could imply collecting ship parts or even collecting Sparklium. Also, someone somehow got their hands on the July issue of Nintendo Dream, which is basically Nintendo Power in Japan. I have no idea how they got their hands on it, but if someone could let me know how, that would be great. Anyway, on the back of this magazine, we can see 2 new Pikmin 4 images. The first image shows the Pikmin carrying a dead baby Snagret and what looks to be a ring pop treasure. The other image shows another castaway being saved in a completely new area. I think this is a cave, but some people think it's outdoors. Also, the Pikmin 4 eShop page was updated with a new description that describes your Pikmin dying as potential losses with a question mark. Could this be hinting at the return of the ghost Pikmin seen in the Pikmin 3 concept art? It's possible, but I can't be too sure. Maybe in night mode, your perished Pikmin come back from the dead and they can either help you, or maybe they even try to kill you. Or maybe this is just referring to a recurring feature for Pikmin 1, where any flower Pikmin that died could possibly, at random chance, leave a seed. And also, the US product page for Pikmin 4 completely deconfirms any sort of online play at all. Unless they're waiting to announce it, but I find it incredibly unlikely that they'll do that. When the new trailer was released, the Japanese website for Pikmin 4 was also opened up. And it has a ton of new images and videos that we should go through right now. So first off, a lot of this footage is very interesting. It shows Blue Pikmin and Ice Pikmin together, a new desert area. And we even see 2 characters, Shepard and Colin, right behind our main character. Could this mean that there are multiple leaders? Or are they just simply following you for the plot, or because they only follow you when you're near the ship? We also see that Oatchi is in your squad before red Pikmin are, and unless we get another type of Pikmin before red Pikmin, that means we get Oatchi first, like many have speculated before. I'm going to skip over all this Japanese text because I don't know how to speak or read Japanese, and I don't really want anyone to translate it because, I don't know, maybe their translation isn't correct. Anyway, these new images show what look to be Mittites, the Empress Bullblacks above ground, which could mean Piclopedia, the burrowing Snagret, and a boulder chasing the main character. This could mean that the decorated cannon larva, the armored cannon beetle, or the armored cannon larva could return in Pikmin 4. Also, there's a new enemy. It looks to be a new type of creeping chrysanthemum, and it attacks by spitting out some kind of gooey glob out of its mouth. Here we have new renders of the main character and the pod, as well as new renders of the Pikmin carrying a pellet. We also see the Pikmin carry a baseball treasure. Unfortunately, it is not a real brand of baseball, which means that branded treasures are unlikely to return. Here's another render of the player character riding Oatchi alongside their Pikmin, as well as various gameplay screenshots of Oatchi. Finally, there is a new render of all the Pikmin walking together. The other section of the website shows Olimar looking at a ship that looks all too familiar. It's the SS Dolphin. Given that it says that he sent out a distress signal, it's safe to say that he used the interstellar radio from Pikmin 1, given that it sends out a daily SOS signal. This also makes it more likely that the object seen in the upper right corner of the screen here is actually the SS Dolphin, like people speculated. Anyway, here's new promotional art of the player character, as well as many different possible avatars that you can create in Pikmin 4. The final section of the Japanese website is just a place for all of the released trailers. However, there are 2 other sections available, but they are not open yet. Pikmin 4's Singapore website has new renders of all of the 7 main Pikmin types looking towards you, as well as Oatchi. And the official Nintendo Dream Magazine website has several new renders, including a Bulborb being attacked. Peculiarly, there is a purple Pikmin in this render, which might mean that purple Pikmin are in story mode, but I don't really know. And yeah, that's all the new Pikmin 4 information there is to go over. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments section down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!